Hey guys, you know that Deadpool movie? Yeah, I want to talk about it. So, what's up guys? I just came back watching Deadpool. I think right now it's 12 midnight, 12 plus midnight. What can I say about the movie? I don't know. For some odd reason, I wanted the movie to fail, but it didn't. Which was kind of surprising. I think if talking about expectations, that would be it. That I wanted it to fail a little bit, just a little bit, for some odd reason. I don't know why. Maybe in the back of my mind, he's one of those very overused Marvel characters. I mean, he's all over the place and stuff like that. So, alright, right now the traffic is pretty loud. I'm like beside the main road, so there's a lot of taxis and buses. So apart from that, the pathway I'm walking on, I'm the only person, so that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with Deadpool. It's just that, you know, in terms of marketing, he's one of those characters which bring a lot of money to Marvel. So because of that, he's like plastered like everywhere. He's in various comic titles, he's in shitloads of super teams, so he's like everywhere. I mean, that irritates me a little bit, slightly. So I guess that is a little bit of the contribution to why I wanted the movie to fail a little bit. But surprisingly, the movie is not that bad. It's actually pretty good. I was more entertained than I was when I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy, believe it or not. So that's interesting. Yes, you heard me correctly. I was much more entertained on this from this Deadpool movie than I was from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, I said it. The plot is pretty simple. It's slightly about a love story behind of it, the basis of it. It's an origin story. So, oh yeah, I forgot to put a disclaimer. There might be spoilers, but I try my best to not spoil too much from this vlog. Yeah, the basis of it is a love story, and it's an action movie. Obviously, a Deadpool movie has to be an action movie. What else can it be? Wow, my autofocus is fucking up. So yeah, the comedy on this is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not forced upon, which is really nice. What else? Yes, my autofocus is fucking up. I don't know why. I don't know why. Right, the comedy in Deadpool is not forced upon, so it's not that bad. Yeah, there were funny moments, obviously, which is quite suited for every scene that was the comedy scene. The comedy scene was placed in, so yeah, it wasn't forced upon. The action sequence is pretty great, actually. Yes, some of them obviously was CGI. I'm not too sure how much of involvement Ryan Reynolds was in during the action sequence, but obviously I saw quite a number of CGI Deadpool action sequences. So, but they were, I guess they were pretty okay. The last scene, that last fight scene nearing the end of the movie was actually pretty good. I guess it shows the agility and the flexibility of Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool is one of those guys who moves a lot. He has this tenacity to just jump around and slash everything. It's not a complicated movie, I guess. It's one of those movies where you don't really have to think a lot. The plot is pretty simple. It's like it travels from A to Z without any complications. So you don't really have to think a lot about like, ooh, the plot thickens, that sort of situation. So it's not that bad. By no means this is a full review. This is just my quick thoughts on Deadpool. It's a very fun and entertaining movie. For the target audience of this movie, it's for the very mature ones. If you are offended by nudity, don't even try. If you are offended by foul language, it does not give a if you are if you're a fan of Deadpool and Marvel, I guess the movie is for you. If you're a fan of a lot of swearing, a lot of blood, I guess the movie is for you. Don't bring your elderly family members to go see the movie. If they can go through the nudity and foul language, I guess they can pretty much be okay, but other than that, don't even try. And so I am back home. Yes, I did walk all the way back home. I tend to do that every time when I watch the cinema. That's because the cinema that's nearest to my house is walkable. I could have just took a public transport, but then again it's nearing midnight, so I just like fuck it, I'm just gonna walk back home because probably there's no transport. Then I could probably take a cab, but you know, fuck it. Before I end this video, I just want to make a quick thought on the characters in this movie. Ryan Reynolds he's really convincing. He's a very convincing Deadpool. I guess all that feelings and feedbacks, critics from fans from the old Wolverine origin movie has built up so much, and it's really displaying itself in this Deadpool movie that he's gonna do justice to the movie, and he's gonna do it really well, and he's really convincing. It is the same analogy if you put like how Chris Evans did for Captain America, and how convincing he is as Captain America and Steve Rogers. This is the exact this is the exact thing that you will feel and see. Chris Evans to Captain America, Ryan Reynolds to Deadpool. This is exactly how it is, and you will be very entertained because he is very convincing. He is very convincing. The humor, the dark humor in it, the action sequence. I mean, he's a well-built guy, so he really fits the suit. Other than that, the villains are okay. It's one of those group of villains which you don't necessarily remember. They're not really that menacing. They're pretty simple, but I guess more screen time for Gina Carano is always nice because I'm always a fan of her, and whoever is her managing agent, they know what they're doing, putting her in a lot of movies with big movie stars. So kudos to managing agent, whoever you are. There's not an entire team of X-Men, but seeing a lot of Colossus is always nice. I'm a big fan of Colossus, and for all of the previous X-Men movies, Colossus is so underused, and he is a he's a badass. He's a total badass. He's not a bad guy, so he's a good guy. He's a very goody two shoes, but he kicks some serious ass. And in Deadpool, he's like the best representation of Colossus, and he's been done really well in this movie. The CGI works well, the accent spot on, the size, he's a big dude, that is also spot on. I can't remember the other X-Men character that really tomboyish girl with a warhead kind of power. I guess she's a cool X-Men, not bad, I guess. If they have plans for her in the future, I guess that's but looking forward to what she can offer. Yeah, I mean, she's got some chunky size powers. The lady that played the girlfriend for Wade Wilson, I guess she's okay. The both of them have this chemistry on screen, and she's a bit crazy, just like Deadpool is. So I guess that would. So yeah, it's just a simple movie, like I said before. It's not something you have to crack your brain trying to think of like how the plot is gonna go. It's pretty straightforward. I guess it's a movie which is good for the weekends, obviously. So if the question would be like, is it like your money's worth, I guess it's a good weekend popcorn movie. Is it a good addition to all the superhero movies that has come out before? I guess it's okay. If you're entertained by Ant-Man, pretty much Deadpool will be a right off the same boat. You know, it's like one of those movies like, you know, Ant-Man came out and nobody knew a lot of about Ant-Man. It was entertaining. Nobody knew a lot about Guardians of the Galaxy and they were entertained. If you knew a little bit about Deadpool, you will be entertained. Alright, pretty much that's it. I don't really have anything much planned out in terms of my quick thoughts on Deadpool. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I'm Juan from Cosmic Fury. Like, comment and subscribe. Cheers.